So I thought I'd give you another update. The four-bladed thing just didn't work. It broke free, it shredded itself around the bolts. It was quite difficult to get off, and I had to use some bearing pullers to get the blade holder off as well. So yeah, that wasn't a success. And while that was on, I reached out to Vigorun Tech in China again, because I'd seen this blade system, which I'll show you a shot of, on their new 600 model, which seems to address some of the issues that I've been having. And as you can see, that's quite a blade, obviously not designed just to cut grass. You know, it looks like it'd be quite home in a quarry, and the whole system of fastening it to the bottom of the mower was just a bit more beefy. And unfortunately that 600 of my mower's 550, and they don't do that blade system for the 550, but they do these. And these are a solid steel blade. I couldn't cut it with a file, so it's very hard. It might just have been case hardened, but either way, it's not just mild steel. I think it's a tool steel. And it's 5mm thick. It's a one-piece solid blade. And their blade holders, when you actually measure them compared to the ones I could get here in New Zealand, there's about another third of material on them. So the only thing that can catch you out is the keys are a standard length, and you need to cut the keys down so they fit inside the actual blade holder rather than sticking out the top. So I fitted one of those. I used what I'd call a blue Loctite. It's bearing tight on the thread of the bolt to stop it coming out, and I had a good cut with that. Very pleased with it, and I was hoping that my cuts without incident number would get past 0, but the first time I put it on, I don't know what I did wrong, but it just started rattling very quickly. So I pulled it back in and put the bolt back in again, and I just wonder whether I hadn't just got the arbor on properly. I think that was more my problem than the mower's problem, because the second time I got it on, it didn't come off at all. I thought I'd had a good cut, but I parked the mower and I came to start it again, and every time I pressed the start button, it just didn't latch. I thought, oh no, what's going on here? But all that happened was that the little silver, well, I call it a bezel, I don't know whether it's the right term for it or not, but it's a little, I suppose it's a nut, but it just looks like a little silver ring around the switch had undone, and therefore the switch wouldn't latch in. So I tightened that up, and then we were fine. I think I managed to get one cut without incident, and then the next cut I lost another Walker motor, and I'm on 3 cuts without incident now, which is great. I'm very happy with the new blade system. I've run it over a tree root, and it just sliced through it very nicely. You know, it just in one nice clean cut, and there was a bit of root sticking up. I ran it over that and it just chopped it through, no problem whatsoever. So I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so I think that's a good solution, and I'm still at a point where I'm happy that I brought the mower. I tried to get a quote for having the top section cut, and that's the one that's not as steep as the one by the house, and the guy was going, oh no, it'd get too muddy, this, that and the other. So barring a tractor, I don't even know how you'd cut that top section. So that's where I'm at. So I've got a bit of mowing that I'll leave running, and as ever, thanks for watching.